What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Culture Shock back with another video and another loss for the Indianapolis Colts. We lose to another division rival, the Tennessee Titans. The Colts are still defeated in division games so far, and they happen to be one of the teams to play one of the most division games early in the season. I believe the Colts are one of the few. But the Colts, went out there and pretty much wet the bed as usual. I would say they had a better second half than they did the first half, but that's usually typical Colts football. As of this season, they currently struggle a lot in the first half. Same inconsistencies and the offense not existing. And then the second half, the Colts decided to show up. Now, of course, we lost Shaquille Leonard due to concussion protocol this game, but with this team, I'm still trying to figure out how can this team with this roster be so bad. I still just can't figure it out without it just being due to coaching. Like, that's the only thing that seems to ring around my head when it comes to this situation, is that the coaching has to be the issue. Now, of course, can point fingers at Matt Ryan. You could point fingers at the offensive line, but I think the head coach has to be pointed to at some point, because there's no reason for us not to win any type of games at this point. With the division being wide open still, we gave the Titans the nod to win the division after this game. We said, hey, go ahead. We don't want it. Because the Titans literally threw us the game. They wanted us to win. They literally wanted us to win. They didn't play perfect. We had numerous chances to take the lead and win the game. We drove down the field, got into the end zone, and done nothing. Shout out to Jelani Woods. Shout out to Mo Ali Cox. Mo Ali Cox had a nice game. He had a very nice game. But that's not the point. Matt Ryan had like almost 400 passing yards. But his inability to hold on to the football and forcing fumbles is an issue. And please do not mention Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz is way worse. It's worse. Look at what he's doing right now in Washington. I'm pretty sure they're done with him at this point. It's like the second game when they didn't even have 200 total offense on offense. Like total offense, 200 yards. I think the Commanders didn't have that in like 2 weeks or something like that. But it's not about them, it's about the Colts. So I'm just saying, don't mention him when it comes to Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan's still better, but he has problems as well. But the offensive line did a little bit better this week. I will give them credit to that. Like I said, Matt Pryor still not cutting it at the left tackle position. Braden Smith had a few moments. Right guard got switched out, as we seen earlier. Danny Pinter lost his position there. But the offensive line still has problems that needs to be fixed. It's as simple as that. But when it comes to the offense in general, Jonathan Taylor hasn't hit his stride yet. We lost him today as well with a high ankle sprain. But to be honest, he hasn't been playing good football to begin with. This is not the Jonathan Taylor we expect from last year. Of course, he gets better and better, but I think the blocking has a lot to do with that, because he can't seem to find the gaps and to hit that second stride, like that second wind. He can't seem to hit that due to poor blocking. I think the blocking and the communication up there has a lot to do with the issues that Jonathan Taylor's seeing when he runs the football. Now, of course, I had an issue with the game because they kept trying to run it, and the run game was not working. So it's like, just let Matt Ryan throw the football. Now, of course, we're like, oh, he's going to throw an interception or he might fumble, but he at least has a chance to see something. When Jonathan Taylor's getting stuffed every run, just cut the run out. Just cut it out. It's not going to work. Another issue with the offense, not using Nyheim Hines. This is the third straight week when Nyheim Hines is on the field, but he hasn't been used. Now, he had seen like one or two passes, but he got used more when Taylor was out. But it's like, it gets to the point, it's like, why aren't these players that can be an asset not being used? The tight end group had a showing. Shout out to the tight end group, that Colin Granson, Jelani, Mo Ali Cox. They had a pretty decent game. but no use of Naheem Hines hindered the offense. Michael Pittman Jr. and Alec Pierce had 2 games. They did their thing. Paris Campbell, Ashton Doolin. They all shown flashes. But this team decided to shoot themselves in the foot week after week, including this week. I just don't get it. Like how do you not want to win this game? The offensive line, like I said, Matt Ryan, he struggled. I mean, he did all he could, but, it could have been better. It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. Missed the field goal. On the 4th down play, we handed it off to Taylor. The guy that was struggling all game, we could have QB sneaked it. We could have put in Sam Ehlinger. We could have put in Foles, did like a Philly out. We could have did so many things. But instead, we wanted to hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor like Mike Verbal, and that team's not going to know. And we ran right up the middle and got stuffed. Jonathan Taylor did get the first, but he fumbled, and he went down after that. So the Colts offense is still the reason that's holding this team back. It's the offense. The defense played lights out. I gave the defense, they did all they could. When the Titans scored, what did you expect? They're probably gassed. Rodney McLeod had a pretty decent game. Isaiah Rodgers seen the field, and he did what he had to do, but he's still being misused as well. It's like at this point, I don't understand how are we going to win games if the defense and special teams the only thing stepping up? How are you expecting to win games if the defense and the special teams are the only ones showing up? At this point, it's like we're just waiting for a coaching change because I feel like this season is almost over for the Colts. I feel like we got at least 3 more weeks to figure it out. 2 or 3 more weeks. And after that, you might as well just kiss it goodbye. You might as well. Now, I'm not saying that we're gonna lose every other game, but I'm saying we're not gonna make the playoffs. So we got 2 or 3 more weeks to figure this out. And then after that, that's pretty much it. That's what it's looking like for the Colts. It's just as simple as that. Like, I don't have any other explanation to figure this out. We're just playing bad football. It's just as simple as that. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.